Radio, the podcast dedicated to informing you about the toy we all love, Lego. It's January 11th. I'm Kanan May, and joining with me today is a special co-host, Gabriel Clift. Gabriel, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I really love Lego, and I really like making stop motion animation. And I've made a couple of Brickfilms over the years, mostly Lord of the Rings and Hobbit. Right now, I've been working a lot on that. I use iStop Motion and iMovie to make my videos. Should I say anything more?
That's good. What have you been doing with Lego lately?
Well, I've been making a series, which I'm planning to premiere on my channel between February and April, and it's called The Lost Kingdom, and that's basically all I've been doing with Lego right now is just animation, doing that, because it's going to be a pretty long series, and I think it's going to be really awesome, and I can't wait for you guys to see it.
Okay, and for you guys listening, you may want to turn to your computer and watch the clips that are for his series. Now, what have I been doing with Lego? Well, last week I said that I have, for the moment, stopped my Lord of the Rings series for a while. Anyway, I pretty much burnt myself out on that. So now I'm gonna attempt a Star Wars video, based off of a couple of books I read a while back. So
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, that's hopefully be pretty cool. Trying some different stuff I've never done before and use some sets I've never used before, since this is like my first Star Wars video.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that I've noticed is like if you want to make really good Star Wars videos, it's almost harder than making Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, because sometimes you need like gunshots and spaceships and all that kind of effects, and that's why it's kind of easy, almost like a cop out, to do Middle Earth stuff, because while it's being like awesome on one side, really awesome, it's also like there's a lot of, I don't know, there's a lot of things with Star Wars that people might complain if you don't have like actual gunshots and stuff like that. So, but that's really cool that you're making it. It's a big undertaking, but it's pretty cool. So.
Yeah, that's why I haven't done one so far, because like I'm a big Star Wars fan, but I've never done anything really like that because I've never had the technology to do it. But
yeah.
From the books, there really wasn't any, lightsaber duels or anything, and I can pretty much do blaster effects and stuff with a video picture editor I downloaded. So
that's nice.
Yeah, it's a free program. It's called a LS Maker. Yeah, so I'll be working with that and see how it goes.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So guess we'll move on to our brick film of the week. What was yours?
Well, for me, I mean, there are so many brick films that come out every week that are really awesome.
Oh yeah.
But for me, there was one that came out that I was actually in it, and I was voiced in it. I did voice acting for another brick filmer called PJ Animation, and he made quite a long video called Lego Cafe 2, and he's made another Lego Cafe video, but I just thought that was really cool, and I'd pick it for Brick Film of the Week, because not only was I voiced in it, but I don't know, it's one of the few 13-minute brick films out there,
Yeah.
Most of them are like 2 minutes, so I thought that was cool too. And he does mouth animation, which I don't do yet. He has like the mouths moving and stuff, so that's cool.
Yeah, so I guess my brick film of the week would have to be Fancy Pants' Clone Training Center.
That one's pretty cool. I love those clone videos.
Yeah.
I hope he makes them, because he's an amazing animator.
Yeah.
And did you see that one, the flip in the air thing?
Oh yeah, that was pretty awesome.
That was amazing. I mean, I actually, like, after watching it, I want to look that up and, like, actually do it frame by frame like he did and figure out if, I mean, I don't know how I would do it as far as, like, jumping into the air. But that is amazing. That looks so cool. So I want to try that sometime.
Well, watch his video, how to make Lego fly, and that's how he did it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, basically you take your pictures, you take a picture with the character on supports, then you take a picture without anything in the frame, and then what you do is you take it into Photoshop, and then you erase the support by putting the picture you took without anything in it behind it.
Yeah.
And then
the way that I make my Legos fly is kind of crappy. I mean, like I actually like I paint every single picture all around the minifigure, paint out the support and everything. It takes a really long time. Like I have to do it for every frame. And then finally, when I put it in iMovie, I can like green screen it and put it in the back. But it looks really cool in the end. So.
Yeah, I avoid that in my videos. I don't have Photoshop.
Yeah, frame by frame is kind of sucky.
Yeah, I don't have Adobe After Effects, and I would love that
I
program.
don't either. I just use iStop Motion, iMovie, and sometimes Stop Motion Studio. That's how I do the paint effects. So.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess we'll move on to news of the week. Let me pull up my. There we go. Sheet of news that I sent you. The new architecture set trivia fountain is coming out.
Yeah.
I guess that'd be cool. I'm not into the architecture stuff. Those have been a little pricey, I think.
Yeah, what I think about those sets is like, I guess it's just I don't know who's gonna buy them other than like parents are like, oh, little kid would love this. but what I mean, since most of them don't have any minifigures, it's like you can't really make stop motion videos or even like play with it at all.
Yeah, and it's like just sits there on the shelf.
Yeah, and when they're that pricey, like this, oh my gosh, the Sydney Opera House one that came out, I would never buy that ever. And I don't imagine any of my friends ever wanting to buy that because it's $400 for. I mean, I guess it's nice for display.
Yeah.
If you have like a load of money, then it's nice for display. So, I don't know. I don't imagine anyone wanting to buy that, but it's definitely cool to see it in the catalogs.
Yeah.
They look awesome, like amazing architecture. So.
Yeah, for me, it's like they're overpriced because they come with those, like, how the actual land, architecture, I guess, was actually created.
Yeah.
So that it costs more to make that, and I'm not interested in that. So I would probably build it and then take it apart and sort it through my Legos.
I mean, but seriously though, like something else though, another good aspect of the Sydney Opera House, for instance, is the amount of like dark can pieces you get, and just pieces in general. Like,
oh yeah,
how much it can boost your collection. But if you want to do that, then you just get those basic bricks deluxe things that are like $30, 650 pieces. That's how you do it.
Yeah, I got one of those, and it's like awesome. All these pieces, it's pretty cool.
Best deal, I think, if you want to just bulk up your piece collection.
Oh yeah, and like look out on Amazon or not Amazon, eBay, and you might find someone trying to sell a whole bunch of Legos, just random Legos for, a couple of, like $20 or something. Who knows? I've seen stuff like that before. Other news item is that we actually won't be seeing Lego Happy Meals after all.
That's an interesting piece of news.
Yeah. Last week I think I reported that we were, because it was on a site I read. So I was like, okay, Happy Meals. I never go to McDonald's anyway.
Yeah, that's funny because, like, I mean, I rarely ever go to McDonald's, much less eat a Happy Meal when I do go there. I get, like, an actual, like, an adult burger.
Yeah.
So, but if I was younger and if I did, go to McDonald's, that would be awesome to, like, get it for free. But I don't imagine Lego ever giving that for free. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, it's such an expensive toy. And
Yeah, back in 2008, they had, like, Batman and stuff like that, but it was, like, cheap plastic, and it didn't even work with Legos.
And it was really small, I bet. Like,
Yeah.
just teeny. Yeah.
So it was awful. But instead, it's, like, Lego movie cups that you get or something.
I don't really care much for that either. I mean, if it was like a small, like, if it was Frodo's cooking corner, or one of those small Lord of the Rings polybags, or for you, maybe Star Wars polybags,
Yeah.
then maybe I'd consider it, but still, I like my adult burger better.
Yeah, if it was real Lego, that would be one thing, but if it's just cheap plastic that doesn't even work,
Yeah.
who wants it?
True.
Some Star Wars set details came out. I went through the list last week, and it turns out that the AT-AT Walker is actually from Episode 5, Star Wars. Kind of weird that they're bringing that back so soon. I guess that's kind of a trend with Lego Star Wars, but one thing to note, I thought, was that the Phantom and the Ghost are from the upcoming Rebels TV show that's going to be on the Disney Channel, so...
Oh. See, out of all those, like, I mean, I'm not as big of a Star Wars fan, but out of all those, the one that really stands out to me is definitely the Mos Eisley Cantina.
Oh, yeah, because, I was like, awesome.
Because, like, looking through those, like, it's all... everything, like, that's already made, like spaceships. Like, there's a million spaceships. And then there's that one that, like, I mean, you can imagine it being, like, this little house, but not a house, but, like, a little building that seems really awesome, like, with a lot of figures, and I don't know. If I could pick any of those to get for free, it would be that one. But then again, if it was for free, I would probably pick the biggest one, which I think I think it's the AT&T.
No, I think it's actually the Star Destroyer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, whatever was biggest, if it was free. But if I picked one that, like, I would actually spend my money on, it would no doubt be the Cantina.
Oh, yeah. That's the one that sticks out to me the most. Because back in 2004, they came out with the Cantina, but all it was like this little hut with a room, and all it was Han Solo and Greedo sitting at a table. Kinda.
Yeah, that happens all the time when, like, when there's a set coming out that you imagine being huge, like it was in the actual movie, and it turns out to be like this little $20, like, Shelob Attacks, for example.
Yeah.
That I was so disappointed that they didn't actually make a cave or anything.
Yeah, it like in the catalog it said Shelob's Lair, and all it was like this 3-inch long
that's not even a
cave. Lair. It was labeled like that in the catalog I was reading.
Yeah, I know,
that's
what it's called. But
it was like,
it should have been just called Sam, Frodo, Gollum, and a Spider.
Yeah, I really want to get the Cantina. That would be awesome. The Star Destroyer is pretty cool too, but
yeah,
Cantina really sticks out to me. But
and it's probably way cheaper. Like, I would guess around a $50 price point. Were there prices on there?
Yeah, I think the Cantina was something like $80, and the Star Destroyer was like $150.
Oh wow!
So
well, then it means it's bigger, I guess.
Yeah, the Star Destroyer would be pretty big.
Yeah, I was kind of imagining it to be like another Lake Town Chase kind of thing.
Yeah. Another news is there's going to be another Minecraft set called The End. Do you play Minecraft?
game I play is YouTube. And Words with Friends every once in a while. But YouTube is, like, the only... I don't know. I do YouTube all the time, but, like, I don't really play games very much. I've heard, though, like, that Minecraft's really fun. A lot of people say. It seems like a cool idea. And the fact that they're coming out with sets of it, I think that they're going to sell, well, already the first one sold really well.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like those are going to, like, do really well because a lot of the LEGO fans are, like, younger than both of us.
Yeah.
Most LEGO fans. And a lot of them, like, they would like something like that. You know, like a set to go with their game. So,
yeah,
I think it's going to do really well. A lot better than the architecture sets are going to do.
Oh, yeah. I have no idea what the end is. Well,
it says it's the last level in the game.
Yeah. Okay.
In, like, whatever it's called. The Nether, I think?
Yeah. They did a Nether set, I think.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. They did, the beginning, I think is what it was called. The village.
Then this one is the end.
Yeah.
The end!
the end of the game.
When I saw that news, when I looked it up after you sent me the links, I actually thought that when they said the end, that all they meant was that it's going to be the last Minecraft set.
That's what came to my mind too. I was like, we just got news that we're going to be seeing minifigure sized ones too. I'm like, okay, but it's actually a set.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, I downloaded the demo for the game, and it was pretty fun. I ran around and hit sheep, and I got killed by a zombie. Yeah, so...
I feel like that's one of those games that is only fun if you spend an enormous amount of time on it.
Yeah. It was like...
If you, like, actually build yourself, like, a ginormous realm, then it would get, like, really, really fun. But other than that, like, when you first start out, it's just really boring.
Yeah.
Like, if I did it, if I started playing Minecraft, I would make Middle-earth.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Everything. And just look at the map in the book that they have of Middle-earth and just, like, make every single place.
Just a second. Let me plug this in.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah. Phone was dying on me. Yeah. Actually, you can Google search, what was it? Minecraft Minas Tirith. There's like 5 different
Oh yeah,
Minecraft.
they have a lot of those.
Those are pretty cool.
I've seen them. I've seen almost all of them. And then there's this one that's like an hour-long video that's like the entire 2 towers.
Mm-hmm.
And each place is like humongous. It's like someone has too much time on their hands. But it looks amazing though. It's
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we'll move on to the TC4 Star Wars minifigure. Yeah, that looks pretty cool, I guess. It looks kind of chrome to me.
Do you know if it's like coming in a set or if it's gonna be like separate?
Well, that's the thing. It's speculated that it's gonna be for the May 4th promotion that they do for Star Wars every year. Yeah, that looks pretty cool, I guess. I got the TC14 minifigure 2 years ago, and that's the only one I ever got out of that time of year, I guess, for the May 4th promotion.
Mm.
But it kind of looks chrome, I think, chrome-ish. Kind of shinier than a normal minifigure anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm assuming it's supposed to be from episode 3, but I've watched that movie so many times and I don't remember seeing that droid from the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. It still looks cool. But yeah, I probably won't get it.
Mm.
You know, I probably won't just spend, $100. Like, spend $100 and you get a free exclusive minifigure.
Did you hear about? Well, I mean, did you hear about the Azog? What they did with, like, because I feel so bad for whoever has that now.
Yeah, they put it in the Barad-dûr battle.
It's like it went for like I think it was $1,000 at like the highest peak, and then it went down to like 300. But still, whoever has that figure now is probably. I feel so bad.
I actually found out the story behind the person who bought it. It was actually the fiance of this guy's the fiance of some guy, and she bought it for him as a quote-unquote wedding ring for him.
Oh my gosh.
So,
wow.
Yeah, I found that out on, I think it was Brick Show on YouTube.
Oh, actually, I might have seen that.
Yeah, and he sent him
crazy.
some pictures of it, and, he, like, had Ozog riding on the white warg and stuff. It was like, he even opened it. I mean, I probably wouldn't have opened it. But then again, if he came in the Barad-dûr battle,
yeah,
which he does.
The only thing I might have seen that, like, I might have actually, that made it made sense to me, is if it was the fiance of the guy, the actor for Azog.
Yeah.
In the movies. It's just like, it's a mini-me, you know?
Yeah, so, oh well.
So
I'd rather spend the $80 on the set.
Yeah, and the set's good. I got it for Christmas. It's really, I think it's 70, not 80. And I mean, I think Lake Town Chase is better personally, just for the price. I think that was definitely my favorite out of all the 4 Hobbit sets is Lake Town Chase, because it was a really, I mean, for the price of $50, you get a set that's actually about as big as Barad-dûr Battle, and yeah. So, but they're both really great. All 4 of those are really great.
Yeah, I watched your review on it. It was pretty good.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did reviews on that, both the Barad-dûr ones.
Yeah, I watched both of them.
Yeah, after that I got kind of tired of reviews. Because, I mean, you know, what I love to do is actually, like, brick filming.
Yeah.
And, you know, it takes a while to make a review, and especially when there's already, like, a bunch of reviews out there, I don't think people would want to see, like, another one. So, but I'm just going to leave out those 2 Barad-dûr ones out there.
Yeah.
So, anyway, on to quite probably the most exciting part of the yeah, of the show. Top 5.
Wait, no, we got 2 more topics in news.
Oh, there is?
Yeah. Brickset.com put up on their site that there is going to be 3 sets for Marvel and 1 set for the X-Men.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, they were labeled that. There's, like, no names for them, but apparently there's going to be 3 sets from Marvel. I'm assuming the Avengers, since X-Men is Marvel.
Yeah, that's cool. I love the Avengers. That was a really awesome movie.
Oh,
especially
yeah.
if it's on theaters, because then it's like 10 million times better.
Oh, yeah.
Because it has basically no story, but in the theaters it's just awesome.
Yeah.
Kind of like it's a lot like Pacific Rim in that aspect of just being like something that you go to the theaters for and don't buy after it's out in theaters. So
you just go to see the special effects.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't care what the story is. Just something's got to get blown up.
Yeah.
And last piece of news, I guess, is that Star Wars, the 2014 Star Wars sets are being pushed back to March because the Lego claims that they will take away from the success of the Lego movie sets. Yeah.
That's what it will take away from the success of the movie sets.
The Lego movie sets.
Oh, I get it. So that if they release the Star Wars ones at the same time, you mean? Then they think it's gonna... Okay.
So people won't... They'll spend their money on the Star Wars sets instead of the movie sets. Lego movie sets.
See, that kind of makes sense to me. Like, since, a lot of kids are gonna want, like, Star Wars after they've had, like, a lot of collection, and then this whole new Lego movie thing, they might not want to.
Yeah.
It's released at the same time. So, that makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's just such a big fan base out there for Star Wars anyway. And a lot of people have said that they're really excited about the new Star Wars sets. But, I guess one bright side to it is, I won't be buying the Lego movie sets, and, I'll, be saving up more money for the Star Wars sets. So,
yeah.
I'll be able to get more in bulk, I guess.
Probably what I will do is, I'll do the same thing. Like, I'm not going to get any of the movie sets. I'll probably, see if there's going to be any more Lord of the Rings or Hobbit. I don't know if I'm pretty sure there won't be. I'm pretty sure they're done with that, which is very unfortunate.
I think they're going to... The license, at least for The Hobbit, I don't think expires until after the last Hobbit movie comes out. So we're going to probably see one more wave.
Yeah, there's more Hobbit ones. Well, basically what I'll do is I'll, save up my money, and if I have enough money before those sets are out, then I will, stock up on the ones that I didn't get. I'm a little bit afraid because I Helm's Deep is really, getting out of stock everywhere, and I don't have it, and if I want to have, a Lord of the Rings... oh my, I don't know if I want to say this right now. Because, okay, I will. If I want to make Lord of the Rings into a feature-length brick film, I'm gonna want to have that set. And I know, I might not. I know I'm making a Hobbit movie, and that one's going to be awesomely epic, which I'm going to need all the Hobbit sets for. But if in the future, after the Hobbit movie, I feel like I want to do a Lord of the Rings one, I'm going to want to have that set. So, I hope that wasn't too much giving away of my thoughts there.
No, there we go. Plugged it back in. I think I just saw recently on Bricklink the Battle of Helm's Deep for $100 in the box.
That's awesome. That's good news.
But,
if I find it on there, I will definitely try to get that, because, I already have Uruk-hai Army. I'm hoping to get another one if I do make that Lord of the Rings feature-length movie. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's like you don't feel like your set's complete without the other set. Yeah, it's kind of like Barad-dûr, but luckily it was Christmas, so I got both of them. So, it's great I think it's really smart, not only for LEGO, but also for Peter Jackson and the Hobbit movies to release their movie and sets in December, right before Christmas. Because, everyone's going to be asking for it, and then you can get both of them at the same time without having to spend $90.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have Uruk-hai Army, so it's I've got the big Helm's Deep, and it's I got this little piece of wall right here on the side. It's okay.
Well, hey, maybe we could make Helm's Deep together. I'll give you the small bit, and you give me the big side. But we can kind of collaborate and make that together after the Hobbit movie. I don't know though.
Okay.
Depends.
Yeah. And like I've got the Dolgodor ambush, but not the Dolgodor battle. So it's
Oh,
like,
you do?
yeah, I was
That's
like,
unfortunate.
like, and the Bjorn wasn't even in the Dolgodor battle. It was like,
No, he wasn't, and he was barely in the movie at all. Really, they gave him like 2 minutes.
yeah,
And
it was like,
it was so sad. But maybe he. The reason he's in Dol Guldur Ambush could be that he's going to be in Dol Guldur in the third movie.
yeah,
Which would be awesome. So,
like,
you know,
yeah,
Lego probably knows about if that's gonna happen or not.
yeah, kind of like last year with what was it? We got Mirkwood spiders and barrel chase. Uh,
Yeah.
before the Desolation of Smaug came out because
I'm still trying to find that barrel escape set somewhere that I can. That's not like $50, like $10 more.
yeah,
Because I still need to get that for my hobby movie. I need that for the movie, so I'm gonna try to get that in my next order.
okay,
The barrel escape set. It's the last one that I don't have out of the old wave, and I have all the new waves. So
awesome.
yeah.
I think that's all of the news. Let me pull up my page again. There we go. Alright, I guess we'll move on to our top 5 Lego sets. This is
Yeah.
our topic of the week. So, you want to go first?
Okay. I didn't exactly like write it down like what my top 5 were, but I'm pretty sure I know because I mean they're all pretty much all of them are Middle Earth.
Okay.
Probably. Well, I should start on 5 and then go to 1.
Yeah, that's what I was
5
thinking.
Huh?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. 5 would probably be like. Well, they're all gonna be like big, like really big sets
Yeah.
that Lego. A lot of them Lego made into a small one that I really wish wasn't like that. So number 5 is going to be the Unexpected Gathering, but like 3 or 4 of them, but they all look different. So like 4 Hobbit homes, and they're all connected together.
Yeah.
With like
That would
maybe
be awesome.
I don't know, like 5 hobbits that are not including Bilbo and maybe Frodo.
Yeah,
with a bunch of like horses and cattle and stuff. That'll be my number 5. Number 4.
Wait,
I think I kind of
wait,
mentioned this
hold up.
earlier.
I was thinking we'd do something like you say your 5th one, then I say mine. And we'd go
Okay.
alternate.
So
Okay.
what's your 5th one?
Okay, mine would be from the Lord of the Rings, the Golden Hall, King Theoden's
That would be cool.
house or whatever. It wasn't really like a castle; it was more like a house. But anyway, that would be nice, and like have little houses beside it. You could open it up, and you know, it would be nice if it would include like a sick Theoden, like, and then when he's
And then
all
if you
better.
get Helm's Deep, then you get the not sick there.
Yeah.
And
and an Elwyn. We need one of her.
well, yeah, she would have to be in it, I think. And maybe Grima Wormtongue too. I
Yeah,
mean, they kind of put him in the Tower of Orthanc, but he's much more in the hall.
Yeah.
In the movies. In the hall. SpongeBob. That was perfect. Anyway, yeah, and then also to go with the Golden Hall, they should definitely have some kind of a Rohan battle pack.
Yeah.
And then they have like one Rohan soldier in Golden Hall, and then they have like a whole battle pack with like 5 of them and some weapons and stuff.
That would be awesome.
So, my 4th one, or did the okay?
Yeah.
My 4th one would be a real Shelob's lair.
Yeah.
Like an actual cave and an actual, I don't know, just and maybe come with the jewel too. Actually, I think it did come with the jewel in this actual set, but just a big cave, or even they could like double the size and make it into Minas Morgul.
That would be awesome.
That would be amazing. That would probably be
The most
I mean,
expensive set ever.
yeah, but it would be so
It would
cool.
be awesome. Like, we.
Your fourth one?
Oh yeah. Barad-dûr, the tower with the eye on top of it from the Lord of the Rings. That would be
See,
pretty awesome.
I was thinking that too, but the one problem with that is like, as opposed to the Tower of Orthanc, which they did make, there's not much. We don't know really much about the inside of Barad-dûr.
Yeah.
It would just be a bunch of empty rooms with not very many features. And although it would look amazing, it's almost like those architecture sets in the sense that
it just sits there and does nothing.
Yeah, and there's no,
features.
There's barely any minifigures. Like there's be like one Sauron, maybe some orcs.
Yeah, and maybe Frodo and Sam as they pass that way to Mount Doom.
But we already got them. So while it would be really cool, it's just that I don't think if it was at the same price point as the Tower of Orthanc, I don't think many people would buy it since there wouldn't be very much interior size to it.
Yeah. Maybe the designers could come up with something.
They probably could.
Like in the Tower of Orthanc, where you at the top you have Saruman's treasure room.
Yeah.
With the rods of the other the other 3 wizards, and keys to the 2 towers, something like that. In Barad-dûr. And at the top, it would be awesome, to have a light brick, and it would somehow connect with the eye, and you could click it, and the eye would light up with translucent Legos. It'd be pretty awesome, I think.
That would be.
It'd be awesome to have both towers together too.
That would be, and then you could almost I was hoping it would be that all the Lord of the Rings sets would be a little bit more connectable. You can connect them together and make a big thing. And if they made those 2 towers, then that would be really, really awesome. Especially if it was connectable.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think my third set that I would want is probably gonna have to be Fangorn Forest.
Oh yeah, with the tree beard.
Because there has never actually there was one Brickfilm that was of the end scene, the last March of the Ents. But other than that, it's really hard because there were so many of those trees in the movie, and there's only one in the set. So unless you get a bunch of those trees on Bricklink, even then they would all look the same.
Yeah.
Or you design them all on your own, which would take so long. So I think if they actually made a Fangorn Forest, then there would be way more Last March of the Ent Brickfilms.
Yeah.
And that was probably, for a lot of people, one of the best scenes in the movies was the tree scene.
Yeah.
So that would be my third. What about you?
The Geonosian Arena from Star Wars. I think that's one I've wanted for a long time, and last year we got all those Episode 2 sets, and arena. It was what? But yeah, I would love that. Have all 3
that
arena.
That would have a lot of actual interior to it.
Yeah.
There was a lot of. If I can remember right from the Star Wars movies, there was a lot of stuff that happened in that arena. It was a pretty long scene.
It was a big battle and stuff.
Yeah, so they could definitely include a lot of stuff in that, and a lot of minifigures.
Or even separate it into 3 parts, one with one animal, one with one animal, and one with another animal. Have the 3 posts where Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Padme were chained up to, and then include a bunch of battle droids and stuff, and clone troopers, and maybe some random Jedi too. And you could all connect them up together, Dol Guldur battle and Helm's Deep.
Yeah, And is it just me, or is all the actual, like, the main character Jedis, they look human, and then the others don't?
Yeah,
Like, it's kind of weird. Like, Luke, Obi-Wan, Mace Windu, all the ones who have a big role, they actually look human. And then there's these others that are just, I mean, they look like orcs.
yeah,
They
yeah.
look like they look like they should be in Lord of the Rings, and they should be the bad guys.
Well, there are, to my knowledge of Star Wars, there are other human Jedi.
Yeah.
It's the majority of which you kind of don't see in the movies, but they are there, in books and in the TV show and stuff like that. But yeah, Star Wars kind of focuses around the humans, and the aliens are kind of like on the outside.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's true.
except for Chewbacca, but and Yoda.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what's your second one?
My second one. There's so many to pick, man. Especially in the Lord of the Rings and Star Wars genres, there's so much option that you have, and that Lego did not take advantage of. Like, I know what my first is. I think I already told you what my first is. My second would probably be either like a big goblin town.
Oh yeah.
Like, that has a lot more of the features from the movie, like maybe the bridge, the thing that like goes across the whole mountain rock. It's hard to put this into words, but that they jump on, and yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool. And then, like, if you remember that there was like this big rock that stuck out from the bottom, and that was the Goblin King's throne.
Yeah, that would be awesome. And then, of course, another thing that's kind of ties it would be Minas Tirith, because that would be amazing also. But what makes it not my first is just that I don't know. Kind of hard to explain. It's like something that it isn't really unique, and that if they were to make it as big as most Lego fans would want, it would have to be an extreme price point, and have to be like a bunch of empty rooms.
Yeah.
You know, but that would still be like definitely one of my second, like the tie for second.
That's my second one too. Minas Tirith.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Right.
but yeah, I'm thinking if they were to do it, it would be something around the size of the Death Star, which is about 16 inches across, and about 16 inches high.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be scale, like the Death Star. It's not scaled, or even like the Tower of War thing. It's not scaled, but you can still put minifigures inside of it.
And I think that they were kind of going for a Death Star kind of idea with the Tower of War thing. That's what they were doing. And
Yeah.
I think actually a lot of fans would way rather that it was Minas Tirith. Even though Tower of War thing is just awesome.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it would probably be around $400 though.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's even though the Death Star did really well, it's hard for me to imagine myself like getting a $400 set, because I mean there's so many other things to do with my money. I could get another Lord of the Rings or Hobbit set that's cheaper, or I could do lately I've been buying a lot of like filming equipment, like cameras, green screens. So yeah, Minas Tirith would be awesome, but it would be hard for them to do it, I think.
Yeah. It would look awesome on the shelf though, in my opinion too, along with the Tower of War thing. You know, all those iconic scenes and stuff.
I do feel like because they made the Tower War thing, they should have made some other big fortress for the good guys.
Yeah.
Which, obviously, Minas Tirith would be a great example of one of those.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that, and you could open it up, and you'd have the King's Hall, I guess, where the throne is, and it would come like come with a Gandalf the White minifigure.
Yeah, definitely.
Pippin, Gondor
and
troops.
One of those Mordor trolls too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, one thing I was really, really sad about is that they didn't make the troll scene that they have, like with the three trolls. What are their names? Bert, William, and Tom.
Yeah.
That's what they were called in the book. But that would have been a great Lego set that could have been done at a cheap price. You know, just 3 trolls, a little fire, maybe some trees, a couple drawers. That would not be hard to do, in my opinion. So that was kind of disappointing. But
oh yeah. That would be pretty cool. And like, this is not like on my list, but it would also be nice to have a Grand, the Warhammer, that they used to break into Minas Tirith.
Awesome.
That would be awesome too, and have like another light brick in there, and you could light it up from the inside, and it would glow red.
Yeah,
it'd be pretty cool. Yeah. So what's your first?
My first, my top Lego set that I would love to have would be a ginormous stone giant scene recreation with huge mountains and like 3 stone giants and all the dwarves. And yes, it would be like $400, but it would be
that
like,
would be awesome,
amazing. And maybe even, well, I don't know how they do this, but like if there was like a lightning effect, like a lightning feature,
or like a sound brick or something where you press it and it sound like thunder or something.
Yeah, definitely. And then there'd be maybe even like, this would be pretty cool if they had like Bilbo's hair. It would be like wet.
Yeah.
They would give him like a different style of hair, so it'd be like all wet from the rain. And then there'd be like breakable parts of rock and stuff, and also the cave that they slept in after the stone giant scene. And that Billy and Keely went to investigate.
Yeah.
That little cave. That would be my number 1.
Oh
what about
you? My number 1 would be the Jedi Temple. Another set somewhat like the Death Star, where you can open it up and you have like the Jedi Council, training rooms and stuff like that, for the Jedi, and maybe a bedroom for a Jedi. I don't know, and come with like all the Jedi Council members, as well as Anakin, and some other Jedi as well.
Definitely.
A whole bunch of lightsabers.
Mm-hmm.
Can't have too many lightsabers.
Nope.
Yeah. And maybe a couple of clones too. You know, invading the Jedi Temple to kill them all.
That would be nice.
and maybe a what?
That sounds fun.
and then like a holocron room where it comes with a whole bunch of holocrons.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. And maybe even like you can actually like there's a feature where you can make a blue holocron minifigure like jump out.
Yeah. That'd be cool. Like have a translucent brick and a light up brick, and you press it, it makes it look like it's a hologram.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, so I guess that was our top 5 sets that we want as top 5 things we want as our Lego sets.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome. So, dear Lego, if you're listening to this, this is what we want.
Please.
This is the fans talking to you, Lego. We want this stuff.
We want it.
We'll
sue your company if we don't get it. I'm just kidding, but please do it. Do it.
Oh, all of those would be awesome, but I would be very broke. I would have no money.
Yes, we would. Well, but what we were doing that for is just to like imagine if we could get them all for free, right?
Yeah.
Just we could have 5 free Lego sets, because it'd be an entirely different story if it was actually ones that like you pay for.
Yeah.
For me, it'd probably be like 5 like Lake Town Chase priced sets, like around
Yeah.
that size. Yeah.
Yeah. Although I think we should get them free, since we came up with the ideas.
We should. We
Yeah.
should say, you know what? We are the most creative people in the world. And if you don't give this to us, I don't know.
I guess that's what Kosu's there for. You know,
Mhm.
Lego site where you post up your idea.
Yeah.
You gotta get 10,000 supporters, and I'm at 13 with my project, my little project I put up there. No, I
bet
think
a
I
lot
actually
of
got to
people
15.
like that though, that only get like that much.
Yeah.
Um.
You know,
Yeah.
Brotherhood Workshop put up a couple of Kosu projects.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
I want to see those. He's like the king.
He's like, they're like awesome. I mean,
Really?
they're like,
Because he's like the king of animation, but I never expected him to be like doing Kuso stuff, because he usually just uses clay and like
yeah.
rocks and stuff to make his background. But
Well, he did a brick film a couple of weeks ago called Mill Earth Motors. It actually wasn't on YouTube. It was on the Cartoon Network website.
I need to see that. Because whenever there's a new video of him, I always watch it. It's like, I mean, when you're looking through your subscriptions, you're like, okay, yeah, all this stuff. This is boring. And then you see Brotherhood Workshop.
It's like, I gotta watch this.
Automatic, So I made a comment on that Brotherhood Workshop video, the truth about Ewoks, and I said, how long did it take you to make this, right? Because it's 50 seconds long, but it looks amazing. It's like really professional. And so he actually replied back, which is extremely rare with Brotherhood Workshop. He almost never replies. And so he said that it took him 22 hours.
That's like too much work.
Over the top. And I mean, it looks amazing, like as a YouTube video, but
for something that short, I mean,
yeah, seriously, that's not worth it, I think. I mean, even though the video is amazing.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
but,
I guess though, I guess it would earn him a lot more subscribers, because when people watch that video, they're like, "Oh my gosh, this guy is professional," so they subscribe.
Yeah.
It gets him a lot more points with the viewers. But then the people who are already subscribed to him, I see them saying in the comments, "It's great, but you almost never upload, and this is so short that makes me sad, because you're so good at animation."
Well, I think they pretty much get paid to do what they do by Lego, if I'm not mistaken. Because the Miller Motors video, they actually got paid by Lego, and they were actually sent all the Hobbit sets about 3 months before the official release. So they had all those sets to work with. And
whoa!
So, I mean...
Whoa! Whoa! Lucky! I'm just kidding. No, not Lucky. He's amazing. But that is really cool.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
I need to get to that level so that, they're like, "Hey, would you want to do a video for yes?" No, but I doubt it's going to happen, though.
Do you look at their Facebook page?
Brother Workshop?
Yeah.
I don't have a Facebook.
Well, I mean, you don't need one. You can just look at what they post.
Well, yeah, that's true. I guess I could do that.
That's where they post all their upcoming stuff, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like what's
that's
going
nice.
on. So I read that. I check it about every day, because I don't have a Facebook page either. But
yeah.
one of their previous videos, they entered into a contest. It was something like Gregory wants a horse, and
Oh yeah, I
yeah,
saw
they
that.
entered it into a contest, and the winner, their video gets put into the Lego Movie. So they won, and
Whoa!
that's going to be in the Lego Movie, and as well as being put in the Lego Movie, they also get all the Lego Movie sets for free.
Wow.
As
That's
well
cool.
as I think the biggest one was autographed by the designers.
That's awesome.
I think they
That's
also
really
got
nice.
T-shirts too. I think,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Wow.
free Lego.
So, what frame per second I do my videos at? I think you were asking, right?
Yeah.
So since it's really dictated by iMovie because it gives you 3 different frame per second rates that you can do anything lower than it. It doesn't have to be that high, but it has to fit into that rate. So, for instance, if you are doing 24 FPS, then you could still put in video that's at 12 frames per second.
Yeah.
So what I do is I set it at 30, and I animate at all the different frame rates that they allow except for 9 and 5, because those are just too slow. I don't use that. So I do 10 frames per second, 15, 18, and every once in a while, 30.
Wow.
So, yeah, that's usually what I do.
Yeah.
10, 15, 18, and 30. What?
Yeah. They look really smooth. I'm really
thank
impressed
you.
by how smooth they look. I mean,
Yeah, I definitely I want the production value of my videos to look really good. One problem that I've had, which I've noticed that you really don't have this problem in your videos, is the green screening.
yeah.
I think it's just that I don't do it very well when I'm animating the actual green screen because I'm too focused on like actually getting it smooth animation. So I want to work on that more and make sure that I get a really good green or blue background for iMovie to process it right. Yeah.
Yeah. You have a Mac, I'm assuming, a Macintosh, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's a laptop.
Yeah. I work off Windows,
Uh-huh.
except for a phone that's a iPhone.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Well, I don't think that should make a difference as far as green screening, though. I mean, I've seen in your videos whenever you green screen, it looks...
I was about to get into that. My program I use is called Sony Movie Studio Platinum 12, and
Yeah.
I believe it's for Windows only.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, it's kind of like the Windows version of Final Cut.
Oh, nice.
I got
Final
it on
Cut's
sale on Amazon for like $60.
Whoa!
It was like originally $120, so it was like half off.
Nice. See, Final
Awesome.
Cut's like $300.
Yeah.
So that's why I really want to get Final Cut sometime for my videos because I think it would make them way better. I think Make Noise Man uses Final Cut,
Yeah.
but it's just that like iMovie's free. It's right there, and it does work pretty well. It's just that sometimes there's some glitches and the green screen doesn't work out as I would like it to.
Yeah.
But I just make sure to make him really smooth and no light flicker and really creative. That's my main focus right now.
Yeah. Yeah. The green screening, actually I use a blue screen to do it. And
I do both.
what?
I think. Yeah, I do both right now. Because, I mean, I have, like, blue and green construction paper that when I feel like I wanna do a screen, color screen, I just get one of those, and it usually depends on, like, if the minifigure is wearing green or blue.
Yeah.
Because then I want the opposite, so it doesn't get keyed in.
Yeah. Like you know.
Yeah, I kind of made one mistake with that in my Desolation of Smog trailer, there was a mistake I made in that I green screened a video that had like it's when Bilbo says, "What is this place?" and then Balin says, "It is the Desolation of Smaug." But the accident was that I had Dwalin in the shot, and Dwalin has a green shirt.
Yeah.
And that was kind of a problem, but I think I worked around it well, and I made it look good. But I really wish I could have did that differently, and I don't know how I would have done it blue either, because Thorin has blue clothes.
Yeah. Well, it also depends upon the tint of the body, the part. Like I never finished this, but I was gonna do the Siege of Gondor, and
Wow, that sounds awesome.
Well, yeah, I guess it was coming, but you know, I kind of got sidetracked. But maybe I'll email you what I did do to you.
Oh, cool. I would love to see that.
Okay.
Or you could just post it on YouTube and say, "This is the beginning of a video that I didn't finish." Something like that.
Or
see, I actually, with some of my earlier animations, I was kind of thinking that, like, since I really wanted to move on to the Hobbit film and the Lost Kingdom series, I was kind of thinking, oh, I don't know if I want to finish this. It's not coming out well. Like, I kind of thought that with a lot of my earlier ones, like how to prepare for a ring wraith attack and who would win in a fight. Those ones, like, I was kind of just thinking, man, I don't want to spend time to finish this, but I got them done in the end. So, yeah.
Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Well, the Gondor troops were using the old Knights Kingdom shirts.
Yeah.
I think it was.
That's cool.
So they were blue, but every time I would put the green screen in front of it, it just didn't look right. So I decided, okay, I'll put the blue screen. And when I did it, because of the tint of because the Gondor troops' arms that were blue were a different tint to the blue screen I was using, it turned out pretty good. It kind of made the arms a little darker for some reason, because I think it detected that it was blue, but it didn't, put the background on top of the arms. So it turned out pretty good.
Okay.
As far as what I did.
Nice. See, I'm gonna do kind of an early shout out for my friend Aiden. He doesn't have a YouTube channel yet, but he's working on a Helm's Deep stop motion video that he wants to like use it to kind of kick off his channel. Like, say, here's a really awesome video, and then it'll kind of get the subscribers like started and everything.
Yeah.
And he's been sending me like pictures and stuff, clips, and it looks pretty cool. So I'm hoping that me and him can do like a video on I don't know which channel of mine it would be on, but where we just say, go to his channel, because he doesn't have any subscribers yet. He doesn't have a channel. But I would tell all my 132 YouTube channel subscribers to go and check out his, and then we can kind of help each other out.
Yeah.
So.
It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
How do we end the video?
What?
How do we end the video?
Well, if anyone's still listening out there, because I think we've recorded about an hour, and 5 minutes of stuff.
My.
That's like a record already. The longest I've ever done one before is like 45 minutes.
Wow.
Wow. And my mouth is very thankful, because that was 45 minutes of me just talking all by myself. It's like, so I'm not just sitting here talking to myself anymore. So that's pretty cool. So, Gabriel, thanks for coming on.
No problem.
And please note that this podcast is not affiliated with the LEGO group of companies in any way, shape, or form. official LEGO website can be found at lego.com. If you would like more information about the show and you have any suggestions, please email me at lbambricks@gmail.com. That's lbambricks@gmail.com. I'm Kanan May, and
I am Gabriel Clift.
And this has been another edition of LBAM Radio. Until next time, brick on.
I'm living in a Lego house. I'm sitting in a Lego chair. I'm watching my Lego TV in my Lego underwear. And is it ever lumpy?